Hello and welcome. I am Nicole Arrington coming to you from Helena, Montana with Big Sky Cards. Today I'm going to show you an adorable card made with this pretty Perennial set. It is one of my favorites. I don't know if you can actually say a favorite, but I do like this set and I have really liked how versatile it has been. And if you have watched any of my videos in the past, you have noted, since St. Patrick's is coming up, and there does seem to be a bit of a lack of St. Patrick's Day cards, St. Patrick's Day items within Stampin' Up! At the minute, I used this 4-leaf flower petal, or flower, as my 4-leaf clover. And so I absolutely love all this versatile markings that this has made. The other thing I think this stamp set is amazing for is to make your own designer series paper, basically, in any color scheme you want. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to set everything aside. Okay, let me kind of put all my scraps away. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with my basic white piece of cardstock. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make my flower background on this. And in order to do that, I'm going to get out my little stamping pad and I'm going to get a piece of scratch paper. So, because I want to be able to stamp off the piece of paper, or off of it. And so let's go ahead and get started on this. Okay, I'm going to grab the largest flower and Real Red ink. And I'm going to give it a good solid stamp over here. And another one over here in the corner. All right. So got that started, and I think I'm just going to clean my I do like this chamois. It just cleans so well, and it lasts forever, the cleaning capability on it. Oops. See, look what I did. I just dropped that in my open ink. But watch. I'm just going to take this, rub it off, clean it up. All's forgiven now. All right. Let's put the Real Red away. We're going to do the leaves last. Next, I'm going to put that away, and I'm going to get the small petal, and I'm going to get some Pool Party. A real contrast from that really bright, vibrant, in-your-face red to Pool Party. So we're going to just stamp one more right there, just for good measures. Clean that off. Next, I'm going to get my leaf. So when you make your own designer paper. The rule of thumb, here's my thumb. So the rule of thumb is you go from your largest stamp to your smallest stamp. And so that's the way I'm working. As you can see, I'm not going to, let's go with Old Olive. I haven't used that in a while. That's so pretty with green. I think, because I'm going to stamp it off to give it just a little bit more, so that I can dual it. So I am doing a single stamps. Oops, don't forget to stamp off. All right, I can always come back and put more on if I'm not happy, but I do need to leave some room for my little pool party flowers. Because there's that cute little, there's just a really nice one there for the pool party flowers. Can't get it off though. It's very rude. Alright, again, I'm going to stamp off just go in, overlap a little bit. Give them, people always make this look so easy. It's just deciding where you want to put those leaves. And it really isn't that difficult, but sometimes you just can't make decisions. And do I do it? Okay, and some of you might be thinking, why in the world is she leaving that kind of space here? And that's because I'm going to put my sentiment there. So I do want a little bit more white space in that area so that I can place my sentiment there without any problems. And I think I'm going to go and give everything a leaf texture. Who doesn't like a little bit more texture? Okay. And then the teeny tiny petals. They'll get their own round of texturing. I mean, this is a very cool designed stamp set to give you that two-step stamping and flowers that are so happy. Feels like we are being lifted out of the winter and into spring today. It's been 50 degrees here. All our snow is melting. My girls yesterday tried to strip down naked and run around in the street with the melting snow. They were told no, that they had to put on some clothes. Well, they had to at least leave their underwear and their shirts on. But they did take off their shoes and their socks and literally ran in the street with the dripping, with the snow melt drips. Whew, that had to have been cold for their toes. All right, so here's the paper I've designed, and I am going to use that to make my card. But before I do that, I want to stamp happy right here. And I'm going to get out my Memento Tuxedo Black. And I have noted that it's pretty dry. And so, let's make sure this is the correct one. Tuxedo Black. I'm going to re-ink it. And you can kind of watch. And because this is that linen pad, you just kind of go back and forth. And as you can see, it just goes zigzagged in and out. And it just kind of soaks in. And you do want to, it looked like I was pretty liberal. I knew how dry my thing is, but always go slower. You can always add more. You can't take it out. So if you get it too juicy, it's going to be really juicy and you're going to be unhappy for a while stamping. All right. So here's my happy. Oh, look at that. I do love it when you've got a nice inked ink stamp. Oh my goodness. My flowers. They need little centers. They need their centers. How could I have forgotten such a thing? Well, I haven't put the black away, so here we go. Oh. Let's see. Let's do that big amazing. Why didn't I put that away? All right. Boom. Boom. And just a hint over there. All right. Oh, don't put away the black. We just need another little center. Here we go. Now we can put that black away. Well, no, because we're going to use it here in just one more second. All right. I am very happy with this, with how that's turned out. I'm going to just set that aside for a moment. And I'm going to get a piece of basic white cardstock. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get something that coordinates. So all these phrases coordinate with the happy. You got you make me, happy birthday, happy for you, happy mail, sending lots of happy phrases. But today, I think I'm going to use you make me. And I'm going to stamp it right there on the edge because I think I'm gonna use the punch. Let me clean that off. Who knew? All right. Oh, squish, squish, squish. All right, so I am going to use the Everyday Label Punch. And I'm just going to come in here. Ooh, I didn't give myself enough space off the side. All right, hold on. We will try this again. Card design calls for a little bit of a tuck. Okay, so again, we're going to come in, take our label punch. Maybe my scrap's just a touch smaller than I would have liked, but you can see You Make Me fits so beautifully in there. I'm just going to go squeeze, and there we have it. Now I am ready to assemble my card. So I'm going to take my half sheet of cardstock that is 5.5 by 8.5, and I'm going to score it along the 4 1/4. So I just got out my cutting board to give it a nice crease there at 4 1/4, so that I don't know, not everybody does this, but if I don't use a bone, you know, that score line, I get a whole bunch of ridges right here along this, and that is how you can not get them. Always seems like I struggle talking when I'm on. All right, so I'm gonna take my beautiful designer series paper that I made, Nicole designer series paper. Okay, so maybe I'm not funny, and then I'm going to get my liquid glue and just glue on a small little edge of basic black cardstock. These are those little 1/2-inch pieces that you have sitting around that you never know what to do with. Or at least I do. I have them all sitting around not knowing what to do with because I have so many. All right, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the designer series paper for here's what it is. It's the Regals designer series paper. And I cut off some real red. Want that to look, which is very pretty, or that look. I think I like the other one, and I absolutely love those dots. Either one works, so use what you like. Use what makes you happy. That's what I say to that. Okay, so I have 2 pieces of that designer series paper. They're both 4 inches across. This one is 1 inch down, and this is 1.5 inches down. And I just did that to save on that designer series paper so I can make more cards. All right, but before, I'm going to glue this down like that, but before I do, I want to put a little bit of ribbon. So I grabbed some Pool Party, and I'm going to tuck it around like that, and I'm going to do what they call a fake bow. And that way I just get a beautiful little bow. I'm going to faux bow it. I'm going to cheat the system. Who doesn't like a little cheat? go. Ooh, I'm really good. Can I get it such that if I, oh yeah. So I'm going to cut it right down there. And this little piece will wrap around another card another day. I don't know what card, what day, but there you have it. And I'm going to get out the most technical, you know, crafting tool you've ever had. Tape. And all I'm going to do is take this and just tuck it right on behind. Like that. And then I'm going to glue this down before I put on my little faux bow. I know, right? But before I do that, I'm going to take You Make Me, and I'm just going to tuck it under right there. Like so. And then just center them just like that. And then you can use liquid glue to put on your bow, but I am going to use the mini glue dots, just because a lot of times once I've made the card, I don't want to wait. Let's put that more here so you still get those flowers. I just don't want to wait to let the glue dry and not lose the bow and blah blah blah, because that never happens. That always happens to me. Let's go ahead and lose the glue, or the bow. Okay, so there you have this beautiful card made with the set. And this is going to be the individual card kit I am going to send out to you this month if you make a purchase with me of $30 or more. And you can have this video. Obviously you watched me. So again, if you make it, it really wouldn't take much. If you bought the Pretty Perennial bundle, you would automatically just get this sent to you from me as a gift, as a thank you. Or you could just buy a stamp set, some glue, whatever. It doesn't take much to get to $30, but this will come from me in the mail for you to make. Everything will be ready and cut out for you. So all you have to do is stamp and go. And if you don't have these stamps and you would like me to stamp, please let me know and I would gladly do that. But if you would like any of the materials I showed today to make this card, I would be very excited to be your demonstrator. You can check out my other YouTube videos. You can email me with any questions at bigskycardsnicole@gmail.com. You can check out my website, bigskycards.com, and continue to check back with more card ideas and designs. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Bye.